Drive time with Steven. Kenosha, Wisconsin again. Shootings happened last night. This is exactly what the left's been wanting to happen. It's one of the reasons why these progressives and this whole setup is taking place. They put you in a position where you have no good answer. And then when you choose one of the answers, which is no good, this is part of their game plan, literally. Out of their call book and their game plan. Among many other things, one of their points is put you in such a bad position. This is what they teach the protesters. Put you in such a bad position that whatever choice you make is a bad one. And then they exploit that decision. Well, guess what? That's what exactly we're seeing happen, and that's been building up to this point. With these protests, with these liberal and left-leaning leaderships of these cities and states telling the cops to step down, with protesters getting more and more and more comfortable doing what they're doing, with like in Portland, the DA letting protesters out of jail, not pressing charges, just let them right back onto the streets. What do you think is going to happen when finally good American, good people step up? Well, first thing that's going to happen by the left liberal media is they're going to call them militias and alt-right and crazy conservatives and Republicans and Trump supporters and blah, 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 blah. Right? That's what they're going to, that's how they're going to, of course, they're going to frame the argument that way. And they're going to paint it as these crazy militia people shot some peaceful protesters that were simply wanting to burn down a gas station. Jeez, why are you keeping the black man down, man? Why are you keeping him down? If I want to burn down a gas station to make a point, you should let me burn down that gas station. Why are you keeping the man down? So you had you had militias and just probably some good old boys, God bless them, go out and stand guard over businesses so they didn't get looted and burnt to the ground. Some of those businesses that these white evil racists were protecting were minority-owned businesses. These white evil Nazi alt-right freaking militia citizens that were wanting to protect minority businesses. They are some of the worst white supremacists ever. Terrible white supremacists. Anyways, this is what the left and the progressives have wanted to see happen. They've wanted to push it till a shooting like this happens, and then they can blame it on Trump supporters. And then you think, I'm freaked out to see what's going to happen during the day and tonight. Now that, and I don't even know if these shooters these people who got shot were black. If they were, and the shooters were white, oh dear God, it's going to kick off something ferocious. But maybe, just maybe, now cops will actually do what they know they should do, regardless of what their mayor tells them they should or shouldn't do, or their governor says they should or shouldn't do. Maybe which isn't a good option, the National Guard comes in and has to quell all this, which is never a good option because that's a form of martial law that's just not a good option. Or maybe the protesters realize, oh shit, they're shooting back. Oh shit, we don't just have a carte blanche ability to do whatever the F we want to do. There's going to be some pushback. And by pushback, I mean bullets. It's time. I don't have any fucking sympathy. And I'm going to also wait for all the details to come out on this. The night before, a 71-year-old man got knocked to the ground, got punched in the face or hit with a brick, one of the two. We saw another guy here in Portland get his head kicked off, right? These protesters, and then we see all the left-leaning protesters, well, not all of them, a bunch of them walking around with ARs and walking around armed, and you don't see the media losing their shit about that. But as soon as some right-wing or some conservative militia people show up and start defending businesses that these fucking animals are burning to the ground, all of a sudden, that's the big deal. All of a sudden, that's the issue that we need to put all over the media, right? We have to plaster out that these Trump supporters are shooting people. If you don't see what's going on and the subversion that's going on in the lies of the media, the lies, they lie to you. They manipulate you. If you think that these poor people that were shot, these poor peaceful protesters that were shot by these evil Trump supporters, you are beyond stupid and there is no help for you. You are beyond dumb. You are beyond Forrest Gump special kind of dumb. And there is no help for you. I say, I don't want to see it escalate. I'm tired of having to defend or debunk all the bullshit that's fed to us from the left. I hope this doesn't escalate farther, but they're dominoes, and until you remove the rest of the dominoes, they're going to continue to fall one after the other, and they're progressively going to get a little bit bigger. And good-hearted Americans that are out there protecting. By the way, the guy who shot the two people went immediately and turned himself into the cops, according to the news article I read. So a little bit different there than what we see shooting from the other side, right? A little bit different how they respond to that, right? They actually go to the police and turn themselves in afterwards. So my gut is when all this information comes out, it's going to be proven to be a justified shooting. But I think the word needs to go out to the protesters too. I'm a little conflicted on it because I don't want to see it escalate to something more, but god dang it, this has got to stop. And so if that means Americans have to start guarding because the cops can't do it, Americans got to start guarding shops, minority-owned shops, some of those, and keep them from getting burnt to the ground by these soulless, without conscience animals that are out there in the streets, burning shit to the ground, beating people up. So be it. So be it. Well, this was Drive Time with Steven. I'm at work now, so I'm done. Like and share if you want to. And without fear or animus, believe it or not, it's SJG Perspective. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.